Welcome back. So as we are done with the phase one, creating all the required IBM MQ uh, objects, now is the time to start configuring TLS. So let us use the best practice for creating the directories, isolating each queue manager. So yeah, I'm going to create a directory for test one. So we know like var MQM SSL. So what is var MQM? We can find ls var MQM. So here you can find the queue managers and sockets, a lot of things. We'll discuss about these all things going forward and about the logs and all, INI files, everything. So as of now, I'm going to create uh, var MQM SSL, and in under SSL directory, I'm going to create test1 directory. Under this test1 directory, I'm going to create the CMS key store, which is key database. And this key store contains, will store all the keys and the personal certificates and the trusted certificates. And apart from the key database, as we have already seen, RDB, which is the request database, and stash file, and the CRL will also be created once we create the key store. So what is the command to create the directory? Yeah, test one, and the same for test two. All right. Now let us assign the permissions. So changing the ownership to MQM user and MQM group. Enter and give the appropriate permissions for this folder, which is SSL. So now let us check two directories are created. So we are done with directory layout, and the next part will be creating the database. So let us first create a database for test one. So here is a command. Let us see. This is the command run MQ AKM to create key database. So this is the action that uh, you know creates the key database, the database type, and the database path where you want to create and for which queue manager you want to create. So this is a keydb, key.keydb. So this is the name and format of the key database that is used to store all the private, all the keys, all the certificates, right? So we are going to secure this key database with a password. So this is a password. And what is the type of key database IBM MQ uses? It is a CMS. So CMS key store. And by mentioning the parameter hyphen stash, you don't have to pass each time the password. So the password will be obtained from the stash file, which is dot stash dot sh. So we'll see this all files created once we execute this command. Enter. So the output file is this one, already exists. There was already a data key database exists. I have removed the same key database. Now let us execute the same command here. Enter. And let us check the output here. ls-l. So now you can see key.crl and key.kdb, which is a main key store. And this is a request database. And this is the stash file where the password is stored. And let us do the same thing for test 2. So we are creating a database, action create, database path. It is test to queue manager and the same uh, key database file and the password type is CMS keystore and stashing the password. Enter and let us verify. So the CRL, KDB, RDB, and STH all are created under test to queue manager. So we are done with uh, creation of the key stores and verification of the key stores. So we have already seen the, the output files generated with this command run MQ AKM.